God gift for me, you know, like beautiful face but big dick.
These are ladyboys.
Hi!
They're born with a penis, they look like women, and they've been taking estrogen since their teens. Am I looking at a man, woman, or an entirely new gender altogether? Should you be mom or dad?
I can be both.
What age did you think you were a girl?
About like 8 or 9. We should not take this spade for the real women.
I'm top, she's bottom. Am I gay? No, I'm not. I'm not interested in men.
Before I talked to ladyboys myself, I pulled up to Bangkok, Thailand, the capital of ladyboys, to hear what everyday people think about this cultural phenomenon and if it differs from America's view of transgenders.
No matter how many surgeries you have or chemicals you inject, if you're born with male DNA in every cell of your body, you can never become a woman.
Would you be upset if your son became a ladyboy?
Yes.
What would you think?
เขาต้องตัดออกมันจะเจ็บ
Yes. You would cry?
Yes. สมอนเลี้ยงมาก็บอย after ก็พอโตเป็นผู้ใหญ่ก็เป็นเกินไอไม่ชอบ
ขอให้เขาเป็นคนดีฉันโอเค
Okay.
ก็ต้องทำใจเพราะว่าเขาชอบของเขา
I will let they be what they want to be. Whatever. I'm gay, so I'm proud to be gay then.
Okay.
Yes.
And now you can legally get married.
Well, I'm not gonna marry.
Okay. That's a scam.
No, I understand.
Okay.
Now the world is open.
Okay, open. Open world.
It's not a problem at all, and like nowadays it's very acceptable because I think they are fun and they are not bad people. They most of the time they make benefits for the country too.
Would you be happy or sad?
I would say happy.
Happy?
Yes.
Why?
I have a lot of friends, ladyboy.
Really?
Yes.
Do you think she's pretty?
Ladyboy.
Ladyboy?
Yes.
How do you know?
I know this one like a...
Seems ladyboy.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, sir.
It's a ladyboy.
Ladyboy.
How do you know?
But I look
He's zooming in on her breasts.
yes.
She's beautiful though.
Yep.
You
Beautiful.
think she's beautiful?
Yes.
Yeah, she's pretty.
Ladyboy, beautiful.
Are ladyboys culturally accepted here in Thailand or just tolerated?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes. Thai open.
Of course, mostly we accept them.
Is there any stigma associated with ladyboy?
Not really.
ทุกอย่างมันจะเท่าเทียมกันเซมมีเยอะนะmany เกิน and เกิน
Many?
Yes boy and boy
Is general in Thailand is normal for me. When I'm in high school, I always have my friend that ladyboy.
Oh.
I really love to work for them, and then they always play volleyball very nice, fast and like a lady, but can put hit the ball very strong.
Like a man.
Like a man. And they're polite. I don't know, but I have good attitude for them.
Yeah, it's acceptable. I think most of the people can be like openly like so saying that they are ladyboy.
It's not stigmatized or looked down upon?
We're not strict at all, and like people like hanging out with ladyboy also because they are fun, and it's very open here.
Why do you think that is?
I think because Thai people, they have like so many people come from many places, and I think when you come from many places, right, you want to see like the culture, right? And when the listener, I think it's very accepted because when we open for a new culture too, we are ready to learn.
ประเทศไทยเป็นประเทศที่ยอมรับความแตกต่างครับแล้วก็ประเทศไทยใจดีครับคนประเทศไทยใจดี
Because here is a free country. People can control. People life. I am Chinese. I very like Thailand and the Thai people. Yeah.
Do you know any ladyboys?
Yes, I have friends.
Really?
Yeah.
Did they tell you like, hey, I'm ladyboy?
No, I think we could know it by ourselves. Yeah.
Okay, you can tell.
Yeah.
Would you be a ladyboy in China?
Oh no.
No? Would you go to jail, get killed?
We can kill the boy very cute, or he's looking like a girl, but he is boy.
He's still boy?
Yeah.
No transgender?
Yeah.
Some of people in Thailand still not accept the ladyboy, but most of the people in Thailand accept them.
Okay.
Yeah, like they are a human also.
Bangkok เยอะมาก Thailand เยอะมากแทบแบบ แฮปเดอะเกย์แฮปเดอะกระเทยเยอะมากไม่เพราะว่าผมเป็นผู้ชายชอบผู้หญิง
โอเค
กระเทยเป็น
กระเทยแบงกอก
กระเทยแบงคอกเป็นแบบกระเทยที่ให้เกียรติผู้ชาย
Okay, okay. Would you date a ladyboy?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
Would you date her?
She's currently in a relationship. I would not personally if I knew.
Too bad for you.
But I think 4 or 5 drinks I wouldn't be able to tell. After seemingly unanimous tolerance of the concept of ladyboys out here, it was time to meet one of the most famous ladyboys in Thailand, Shinny.
I'm Shinny.
That's right.
Ladyboy Thailand, welcome to Bangkok.
And I want to bring your boyfriend from the back here. Roman, come on in. This man interviewed you, and now he's dating you. How long have you guys been dating? Roman, say hi.
Hi. Yeah, we're dating for a while now, and we're very happy together.
Were you surprised you guys became a thing? Did you know you were into ladyboys? Is that offensive?
I don't think he into ladyboys, but like yeah, because he have girl.
Yeah.
You know?
Are you straight?
Yeah, I'm straight. I'm straight, and I'm dating Shinny.
Viewers, do we agree with that statement? Do you think there's any dissonance with that statement? Does that make sense?
I think it makes sense if you think about it a little bit longer.
Okay.
Like, it's a little bit can be controversial, but I consider myself straight.
But before we debate Roman's sexuality, I want to hear about how Shinny went from being a man to a ladyboy and what that even means. But real quick, have you ever gotten in a car crash that wasn't your fault or gotten hurt at work? Your injury could be worth millions, but insurance companies often lowball their clients. If you become Morgan & Morgan's clients, they'll fight to get you the compensation that you deserve. Fighting big companies takes a big law firm, and as America's largest injury law firm, they're ready to take on insurance companies of every size. And Morgan & Morgan is so simple you can submit a claim and communicate with your legal team all through your smartphone. All law firms are not the same, and Morgan & Morgan is the biggest for a reason. They've won a lot. They achieved significant verdicts in the past couple of months for victims involved in life-altering car crashes, such as $12 million in Florida, 34 times the highest insurance offer, and $26 million in Philadelphia, 40 times the highest insurance offer. And you don't have to pay them anything unless you win. Oftentimes, insurance companies have an army that fight to give you the least amount possible. If you work with Morgan & Morgan, they'll fight to get back what you deserve, and they've already won over $25 billion for their clients. So you can start your claim now with Morgan & Morgan at www.forthepeople.com/Tyler Oliveira, link in description, or you can scan the QR code here on screen using your phone's camera. Thanks, Morgan & Morgan. Back to ladyboys. When did you transition genders?
I think I transitioned when I was like 15, 14, something like that, and then. But I already know myself, like even like I'm not taking hormone yet, I already know like, oh, I am a woman, you know, like this is my energy when I was a kid, so, you know.
What did mom and dad say?
They are support me, they don't stop me, but one time they asked me if I want to have kid or I want to have family or something like that, but I said like, no, I'm a woman, something like that. So,
you still have the machinery to create a child. You could impregnate a woman.
Maybe in the future.
You could still have a family if you so desire.
I think yes. I don't need to be dad. I can be mom.
Okay. Would you be mom or dad?
I can be both.
I think a lot of the viewers looking at you are like, that's a pretty girl, but you're not a girl. How did you get to this point? How is this possible? How are you possible?
I think, you know, maybe it's because of like how I, you know, taking care of myself. You know, some ladyboys or some transgender in Thailand, they just, you know, some of them don't take hormones, so they don't look feminine at all, because they prefer to be like that. But for me, I prefer to look feminine, to looking like a woman and attract a man.
At what age did you start taking hormones?
When I was 14, yeah.
14? What did your parents say about that?
Actually, I didn't ask because like I know this trick from my friend from high school, and they just tell me like, oh, okay, if you take this, it's gonna make you look pretty, it's gonna make you like more feminine, and like, why not? I want to look feminine. You know? So then I just take it, and then
the rest is history.
Yeah, I can have both as well.
How did you get estrogen at 14?
Just in pharmacy.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay, that's way different than the States.
Yeah. I think like first we look feminine, and I think maybe it's make you're a little bit like moody, you know.
Okay, you started getting those womanly...
It's like a woman have period, you know, like...
Do you get a period?
I
That's
get a blood.
impossible. So at what age, what was the earliest age you knew you wanted to become a woman?
7,
7?
8, something like that.
What was the thought that went through your head?
I think I feel like, even like when I was a kid, I still feeling like attractive to a man. It can be gay, but like, I don't know, is what people decide after what they want to be, because like after 14, you can decide what you want to be.
That's a big decision, right? You're actively changing your gender. Do you think you're ready to make that decision at age 14?
I think like maybe I'm not ready, but I think like I'm not wrong.
Yeah, okay, interesting. You're saying if you were born again, you would want to be born as you were, and then you changed.
Yeah, I want to be a ladyboy again. That's what I mean.
So you don't want to be a woman. You want to be a ladyboy. Explain the difference.
I don't know. I am some kind of the kid who like to break the rule. Like, why women should be with women? Or why man should be with man? Or why man should be with women? You know, I just think like, what if I'm a ladyboy and I'm like, I attract the guys and I have friends as a girls. Why not?
And you have a penis.
Yeah.
What is a woman?
The woman is a feminine woman, and I don't know.
It's important to know that here in Thailand, the term used for a ladyboy is katoi. It describes a gender identity distinctly different from both male and female, and it's a concept that can be found all the way back in ancient northern Thai creation myths that describe 3 genders: male, female, and one that has traits of both. While some believe katoi to have special shamanistic abilities, and some Buddhists believe ladyboys are a consequence of some previous sexual wrongdoing in a past life, here in Thailand, every ladyboy seems to be fully aware that they are not women per se, but exist in a third category altogether. Do you think part of the unique appeal of Shini is how womanly she looks, yet she has a penis and is a man?
Yeah.
Is that why you're interested in her?
Okay,
like,
so I think many people are interested in the combination. You know, it's like a new product of a woman, basically. For me, it's a little bit different story because I wasn't interested in ladyboys that much before I met Shini.
Okay.
Yeah. But many people are coming here because they're interested in ladyboys.
I think what's interesting about you is they might be like, oh, cute girl, like. Then they tap the profile, and then they learn you weren't born a woman, and you may have a penis. Do you think that's part of the, whoa, gotcha, to some of the guys that find you on social media, or even the women?
I think many people confused, but like for now, people gonna remember that like I'm not a woman. So some people react, you know, like, okay, that's cool, but some people react differently, like shock or tell me to f off, or just being rude, turn off to being rude.
Sure.
But some people just like, okay, they respect, but they don't like it. So they just let me know. I don't worry with that, you know. I just like, just being normal, you know.
Do you think you've caused a lot of men to question their sexuality?
No, I don't think that I make him understand.
But he says he's into women,
Yeah.
yet you have a penis, which in my book is a critical part of a man. So he's dating you. He says he's straight. We'll take his word for it, but you have a penis. There's something, if there's a spectrum, I would argue you're somewhere on the gay end of things, or bisexual. What would you say?
I can consider that maybe straight can be divided into categories, you know? I can consider that, but am I gay? No, I'm not. I'm not interested in men.
Because if she looked like a man, you would not be attracted to her.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's what I would say. If you're not a bottom, I would argue being attracted to you, who is very feminine looking, is a very straight thing, maybe.
I can agree to that, yeah.
Okay.
I'm top, she's bottom. Yeah.
There you have it.
What about,
and that's true.
What about couples like...
peg.
Yeah,
I would argue if you're pegging, you might be more gay than you dating a man who looks like a woman or a ladyboy.
Yeah, I can agree to that, yeah.
You're basically like, I'm attracted to a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
And my retort to that is, okay, I agree, But if she has a penis, is there some elements of bisexuality or homosexuality?
You know, it's a penis of a woman, not of a man.
See, this is where things get interesting.
Right.
That's an interesting answer.
Right?
Yeah, and I would argue back that if a guy out there is getting pegged, taking something up the butt, that is more gay than dating Sheenie.
But also with pegging, right? Like, I don't know if it's gay. Like it's a man and a woman, right?
We'll move on since we're in front of the temple and maybe getting a little bit sacrilegious. Yeah. So we've concluded that you would date a very feminine man.
No, that's not what we concluded. Don't put words in my mouth.
So okay, that means then in your eyes, Sheenie is not a feminine man. She's something different.
If we're talking biologically, then yes, Sheenie is a man. But you know, it's a little bit more complex than biology. Like
before Sheenie, did you only date women?
Yeah, I only dated women. Yeah.
Do you think you're gay?
No, I don't think I'm gay. I mean, I know I'm not gay. I'm not attracted to men or masculine features or anything. So Sheenie is not a man to me. Like, I'm not dating a man, I'm dating a woman. I'm dating Sheenie, or, you know, at least we can say I'm dating trans woman. I think so, you know, we're getting lots of like hate comments, right? And I think the majority of these people are very curious because if this keeps popping up on their feeds, you know, they want to watch it. So I think many men question their sexuality when they see beautiful ladyboys, you know?
Most of the men that have hit on you historically, are they all straight?
Of course, 100% straight.
100%? So you've never had a gay man be interested in you?
Gay man? Yeah, I think there have some interesting in me, but like I'm not my style.
Not your style?
Your type is straight man, right?
My type is
what is your
man.
preferred type?
Like someone who are not into transgender.
This is crazy. So what do you say to that?
I can see why, yeah. Because there are guys who are into trans, like who are into ladyboys, and they're like, I think for ladyboys, it's more appealing that if someone is straight, you know.
And you're happy.
I don't think it's a big deal, to be honest. Like, I think people have the perception that it's like a big deal. It's like, oh, like you're gay, you're not gay. Like, I feel fine, you know. Like,
for the record, if you were gay, who cares?
Exactly.
And if you were gay, who cares? Yeah. But it is an interesting conversation, right? If Sheenie had a vagina, would that change any level of attraction you have to Sheenie? Or did it just so happen that Sheenie had a penis?
Yeah, like that would be the same. So I'm
the same?
Yeah, of course. More convenient for me, for sure. Yeah.
This makes sense. Tonight, we're gonna meet some of Sheenie Boy's ladyboy friends.
Yes.
I want to hear their story too.
It's gonna
maybe
be
you're gonna like them
amazing.
too.
After having a PhD level conversation on the complexities of human sexuality, we pulled up to Bangkok's red light district to see if any ladyboys were working the streets, and if so, why. I venture to guess this is some sex work. This is some of the more underground work. Will we see many ladyboys there?
You will, but like mostly it's girl.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What can we find in Soy Cowboy?
The most disgusting stuff in Bangkok.
What do you mean?
Or the most delicious stuff, depends on what you like.
Okay.
Yeah?
Knowing you, I feel like it'd be right up your alley.
Yeah, like some people might like it, some people might hate it, you know?
Can you tell the viewer what a ping pong show is?
Ping pong show? Oh yeah, ping pong show is another experience of Bangkok that's very controversial.
So I've heard it's where women use their vaginas to conduct a unique art form and do all sorts of acrobatics and archery and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Lots of foreigners sit there and watch women perform all this crazy stuff with their vaginas. And I've been there once actually with Sheenie. She took me there, and it's traumatizing.
So I'm noticing some old men with some ladies. That's sex work, I presume. Question for you guys: is anyone here a ladyboy?
No.
Okay, we're trying to interview like a ladyboy.
Outside.
Like a working ladyboy.
Yep.
Over there?
Outside.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay. So I noticed that was a bit of an awkward question, me asking, is anyone a ladyboy?
Yeah.
You want ladyboy?
I want to pay a ladyboy for an interview that's working the street right now.
Yes, in the Cockatoo bar.
Cowboy too?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Come. Sorry. So, okay, just point it that way. We're just gonna interview a ladyboy.
Okay, the police come here. Okay.
All right. Hello. I'm trying to interview a working ladyboy.
Oh, I know she.
I'm here with world famous Shinny.
I know she.
Yes. What is your name?
Alice.
Elise.
Yes, and you?
My name's Tyler.
Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you too. Thank you for being a part of this.
Thank you.
Where are we at right now?
Right now?
Where are we at?
Where we at?
Yeah.
I'm working here for dancing or dancing. Sometimes I work. Go with customer. Yeah.
You are Ladyboy?
Yeah, I'm Ladyboy. I'm yeah.
How long have you been Ladyboy?
Young girl.
Young girl. How did you end up working in red light districts?
2 years.
2 years.
Yes.
Why?
For my family.
Is it very common that ladyboys end up having to work for their family on the streets?
Yeah, I have to give money for family.
Okay.
Yeah, I take care of family.
How are the customers?
It's good.
Good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Some customer not good, some customer good.
What is most of your clients? What nationality are like American, British, Australian, German?
Anything.
Anything.
Yeah.
And how long do you think you'll continue working in the red light district? How much longer?
I don't know. Yeah. Not sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you feel happy and accepted as a ladyboy? As a ladyboy?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Because I'm ladyboy when I'm younger.
How young?
9 years.
9 years old.
Yeah.
She said she's working in the red light district to provide for her family. Do you think most women want to work out here, or they kind of have to?
You know, most women who work in the bar, they are kind of like look after the family, money.
Sure.
To the family and like to support.
After getting a taste of the red light district and being threatened to have the cops sicked on me like dogs, it was now time to relax with a few drinks and meet up with Sheeny's entire squad of ladyboy friends. Did you take like estrogen? How did the transition process actually work? I'm curious.
I start to take, I think maybe like 16 years old.
16?
Yeah, and I take like Andocoa, Pokinoa to make myself look like a girl. But I don't mind if like the gay like me or like, you know, just love is so easy to love someone, something like that.
So love became genderless for you almost.
Yeah.
Do you still have a penis?
A penis?
A penis.
What does that mean?
How do I translate penis?
Dick. Dick.
Dink.
Dick. Okay, penis.
Dink.
Okay.
Do you have dink?
Yeah, I still have.
Okay. Is that a very common? Do most ladyboys have dink?
Yeah,
or is it sort of a case by case?
Yeah, for sure. Ladyboy
always have dick.
Have dick, and I have like big dick.
Oh, big dick.
Big dick.
So in your experience, most ladyboys have massive schlongs?
I am not sure, but for me, I'm big dick.
Even on estrogen.
But God give for me, you know, like have like beautiful face but big dick.
How big is the dink?
Me?
Yeah.
You first. If you want to know. If you want to know from me,
Man,
tell you first.
If I was on like a gas station boner pill, maybe like, man, if I'm feeling optimistic.
I'd be like, go on down the road, you fuck.
If you want to support our boots on the ground, independent journalism that is not bought and paid for by corporate interests, along with exclusive DLC content that YouTube won't let me upload, and uncensored early access to all my videos before they go up on YouTube, go subscribe at patreon.com/Tyler Oliveira for less than $5 a month. And now let's hear Julie's story on how he became a she. You're 20?
Yeah.
Okay, you're young. You said you guys met at a beauty pageant?
Yeah, last 2 years ago.
Yeah, I feel like maybe they love the way I walk, the way I talk, the way I consider myself. That is how the judge falling in love.
Do you make a lot of men fall in love with you?
Oh, I guess so.
Is that the case? You tell me, I don't know. What's going on in your DMs?
Well, I got like maybe 1,000 messages per day, every single day.
What are you? What do you consider yourself?
I consider myself as a identity as a ladyboy, so I don't really mind. I know when I was born, I was a male, right? Sex born, I was a male, so I'm so proud to call myself Ladyboy.
When I look at you, I see lady.
Well,
but I imagine there's a little bit of boy.
You haven't seen all of. So what it look like now is women, but maybe when they have no clothes, you can see.
Dink?
Yeah.
He knows about that. Yeah. Roman knows. Roman. What lies in your future? What are your dreams? What are your aspirations?
I want to become a singer.
Can we hear a note, perhaps?
Oh my God.
No pressure at all. But might as well. Hell, life's short.
Since I coming home when my body feels a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress, baby. Want you coming over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come over, evaporate?
Wow. I could. You were quiet with it, but I could hear the angelic tunes like that of an angel.
Thank you to close your eyes.
Wow. You have a nice voice. Would you have preferred to be with the women rather than separated altogether?
No.
Hell no?
No. Because the way we're growing up, Ladyboy and 6 women run, completely different. And we should not take this spade because our born sex is different. We should not take this spade for the real women.
I see. Okay.
Her spade.
Americans love debating about that. Nisa. What do you do for a living?
In the last 5 years, I've been a content creator, like more specifically in OnlyFans industry. And now I shift my path to be podcaster.
Okay, now you have me curious. What people were most interested in your services?
Probably those who are curious about their sexuality, questioning themselves, like, am I still straight? If I if I get turned on by this person. Yeah, that's basically how it starts. So there are like some dominant ones, or there are also submissive ones, and to fulfill their kinks, right? But for me specifically, it's about the. Can I even say?
Say it, please.
Well, it's
Just be honest.
Well, I have a massive dick, and I have a bunch of cum just hit on my face every time, on every video. So that's how I hook them.
So you have a mega dink.
Yeah.
What are we talking here? Are we talking 12 inches?
I'm talking about 7.5.
There's a lot of guys out there that are a little bit jealous of you right now. Do you think God wasted a gift on you, given that you are a ladyboy, or does it kind of work out?
Of course, I think it's a gift from God, and it's meant to be. I mean, I was born with this. It could have been much harder life if I was born with a micro penis, right?
So you've used your dink to your advantage, even as a ladyboy.
Yeah, and I mean, it comes with a lot of sacrifice as well. I think nowadays it's more open for those who look like more masculine. And what I mean by sacrifice is that I have to stop using hormones in order to get hard. So it's like if I cannot maximize my femininity, my preference not to overly use hormones. Otherwise, I get like mood swing.
You've had to find the balance between testosterone and estrogen, and your feminine features that you're gaining while retaining in your other masculine features.
Yeah.
On a personal level, have you dated any straight men like our friend here?
So most of
we love you.
I mean, most of my whole life, I only attract straight men or guys who are into femininity. It's like a kink, you know.
Do you feel disrespected to be viewed as a kink for some men?
Well, it is a fact though. So what can I do? You know, we are associated with the, sexual kind of world anyway, since the beginning. Those guys who defend themselves on social media, trust me, those guys who make bad comments, they're probably on my OnlyFans. So I just keep doing minimal procedures.
But you like using your dink and being a ladyboy at the same time?
Well, it's not like I like to use it. Most of the case, I just use it for work.
What do you mean by that?
I'm not fucking another guy. So that's
I see, you're getting
yeah.
So you don't need your dink?
I mean, I still like to be sucked, right? It's like the instinct of biological male in me. But
it's been pressed out by the hormones anyways.
Emily, when did you become a ladyboy?
I would say that it's kind of like a long story. Just the fact that when I was young, I have a girl neighborhood, like a girlfriend, something like that. I used to play with the girl for the whole time when I was so young. So I don't even know.
You were a boy.
Yeah, I kind of like absorbed those feelings that, oh my God, I want to be a lady. I want to be a girl. I want to have a long hair like her. One day I think that I'm not a boy, but I am a girl.
What age did you think you were a girl?
About like 8 or 9, something like that.
9?
Yes.
Oh, that's very young.
Thankfully, my family back then, at that time, they not trying to stop me anything. But on the other hand, they are more supportive, you know. It's not easy to be a ladyboy or to be something which is not a man or a woman, you know what I mean?
But you have dink.
I still have dick, yes.
Big dink?
Above average.
Tell me some of the surgeries you've undergone to look more like a woman.
To be honest, nowadays people they are doing forehead surgery, which is like as a man's like facial like scale, right? It's kind of like a bony face. So they put like a silicone on their forehead to look it more feminine, like a lady. That's what is very popular right now in Thailand.
Do you think there are some dangers associated with the hormone usage?
Absolutely. Following like a mental health issue after that, it's like you get mood swing and you know it's emotional, easy to cry, easy to get mad, and sometimes, especially for those who don't have their community, their friends to share about this thing with, I mean that can be really difficult for the person. I don't believe that parents, I mean this is based on the US, right? Like I don't think the parents should push their kids, their child too hard to transition, you know, because you know most of my friends, they realize after they've been using their penis, and they all of a sudden they liked it, you know. But I feel
looking like a ladyboy and being a ladyboy, but also liked using their penis.
Yeah, I mean like okay. I can feel also for those who decided so early, whether it's for their own choice or their family, they regret after that.
What age do you think is appropriate to start the hormones and start a sex change operation, from your experience?
I think the hormones, since many Thai transgender we start since very early, right? I would say around 18. For the transition, of course, should be after 20, period.